Alright, so real quick before the video begins, I want to clarify that this is a old video that I've been recorded, but I found it in my files when I was looking through my old stuff, so enjoy the video. I farted and my dick was repulsed by how pungent it was, so I blamed it on a mentally ill disabled woman. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy KD. We back at it again with another video today, and today we are going to be reacting to some weird Reddit confessions. I already know that what I'm about to get into is going to be very weird. I'm prepared to see some diabolical things, but it should be entertaining, so let's get into it. I have a thing for soft BDSM and femdom. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what femdom is. It sounds very freaky though. I know what BDSM is to a degree. I know what bondage is. I don't know what the DS or M stands for. But okay. In high school, a bunch of my friends / people got called or was left a voicemail by an unknown number saying that they were outside their house giving details about their homes. Most of them freaked out and called the police. I being a strange person wanted to be a part of the group, and I said I got a call too. Some of my friends had to go to therapy over the calls, and years later, the troubled individual of our friend group sent me a Facebook message saying they knew I didn't get a call because I wasn't on their list. So first of all, is that the person that was sending the stuff to the people that was called? That was the. And well, first of all, that person is fake weird for doing that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Why would you pretend to have got a call and wanted to be included, bro? You should have just stayed out of it, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wouldn't want it to happen to me. If I'm chilling, if I live in a house, right? Because I don't live in a house, and I'm hearing that people are getting phone calls, getting descriptions of their houses, being told about the way the house looks, the interior, all types of stuff that you should not know, I would be freaked out and I would be paranoid. Like, bro, somebody gonna try and break in my house. I gotta be alert at all times. How am I gonna sleep at night? Like, and you gonna fake it to be a part of that? And they're gonna say they're gonna either murk them or unconsensually have fun with them. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't condone that, bro. That's sick. You can either seek help, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I have a lot of weird fanfic that I want to recommend, but some of it is just too weird to suggest. How would I even recommend niche fanfic erotica to someone? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I hate to be that individual, bro, but if you find fanfic to be interesting, stay away from me, bro. If you like sexual fan fictions, because I think that's all fanfic is. And I mean, I know sometimes fanfic is just stories, but like, even making a fake story about a YouTuber, it just always rubs me the wrong way, because every time I see it, it's always a weird story about them getting into a relationship with another YouTuber, and it's always so detailed and disgusting and uncomfortable to listen to. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, you know, people be shipping their favorite YouTubers together. Like, you know what I'm saying? People used to like ship Jacksepticeye and Markiplier together and things like that. That shipping is one thing, but making fanfics and all the other stuff, that's completely insane, bro. You gotta chill, bro. I mean, how do you recommend it? I don't think you should recommend it at all, bro. I think you should keep it to yourself. But people do like fanfic, so to those people, it's your life, it's your choice. Go do your thing, man. Have fun. But me personally, you would never catch me reading a fanfic, because that's just weird to me. But I digress. I wonder who has the kinkier porn blog with a real life friend. I was studying for my second semester of organic chemistry in college with a friend of mine. I had dated a girl who lived on her floor for a while, and we became friends since we were in the same major. After we got done studying, she and I split a bottle of wine, and as one does in college, the topic eventually came around to sex. I don't remember exactly how the conversation went this way, but eventually she did say that she ran a blog that was somewhat kinky. I immediately put two and two together and guessed that she had a Tumblr full of black and white soft BDSM gifs. I told her that I had one too, and that mine were guaranteed to be kinkier. We went back and forth for a while and agreed to pull our accounts for the others to peruse. Mine was absolutely kinkier. I used to have my bedroom in the garage growing up, which had access to the attic. One time my mom needed to get something down. maybe Christmas decorations. I helped her get the ladder down, and only when it was down did I notice on my closet a balled up Pampers wrapped in tape from yesterday. We've all been there. I panicked and very conspicuously threw a pair of jeans to cover it. My mom saw this and asked what it was. I stammered and she asked, was that pornography? And I said, yes, you know, like a liar. Thankfully, she thought nothing more of it. So bro said, instead of letting her know that I shit myself, I'm just gonna pretend that I was watching porn. And I just threw porn away. Like, come on, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather just tell the truth in that scenario. Why are you gonna tell? I mean, maybe I don't. How is being? I ain't gonna lie. Shit is embarrassing, but you just, bro. Why would you leave it in the attic in the first place, bro? There's so much wrong with this scenario. This man has a lot of questions to answer, but you know what, bro? He got it. I don't even want to know. I don't. I just don't. When I was 4, I showed my best friend my dick. She said it was gross. At 4 years old. How do you even think to show your best friend your penis at 4 years old? You're 4. At 4, I wasn't like that. I wouldn't even have done that when I first started liking girls and when I first started dating girls. I was 7. It doesn't really count, but that's when I first started being interested in girls to that point where I was dating them. I mean, maybe I was interested before that, but like, the fact of the matter is when I started getting involved. I never thought, let me just whip out my piece real quick, you feel me? Let me give them a taste of what's to come. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. What the? I think the hype around bacon and Nutella is overrated. Now, regular Nutella is pretty mid. Hershey's Nutella, that's tough. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That would have gave me diabetes. I'm off. It's called Hershey Spreads, but it's like a rip off of Nutella. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. That will give me diabetes, bro. It's a good thing I don't. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, mom, go buy that, please, cause it's bad for my health. And I ain't gonna lie, it's so good. But I love it. Bacon. That's. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Bacon is ass, bro. Call me a weirdo. Call me a. Oh, how do you like bacon? I don't like bacon, bro. If there's a problem with it, see me about it. I ain't gonna lie, because bacon is mid, bro. It don't hit for me. You know what I'm saying? I tried it. It's just like it's not good, bro. I just you know what I'm saying? It's bacon, bro. I don't want that. I secretly get happy when my friends do bad in school so that I can climb higher in rank. I'm a bad friend. This is definitely a weirdo, bro. Any man or woman who's happy to see their friends fail just because they want to be better, they want to be considered at a higher status, that's sick, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gotta watch out for people just like this, bro. Toon Poon Goon is a wild name, and they must be watched for, bro. Never ever trust a person like this, and never ever trust a person who says, I have never played a Mario game. It's a good thing they deleted this post, because there's no way you've never played a Mario game in your life, bro. Ain't no way, boy. Are you kidding me? That's disgusting. How do you live life knowing you never played a Mario game, bro? That's like a core memory. That's like a rite of passage. It has to happen in your life, bro. If you don't play a Mario game as a child, there's something wrong with you. I'm sorry. I gotta be honest, bro. Mario. Mario. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a Luigi nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy. That's my favorite Mario character. My favorite. You know what I'm saying? In the universe of that, in the Mario universe. But like, never played a Mario game. I had sex at work. I work in a restaurant, and on the table that I did the deed on in a closed off area, her father ate at next week. Who's her father? Is he talking about what? So after using minimal common sense, I realized that was a man talking about having intercourse with a woman whose father ended up eating at the place a week later at the same exact table in the closed off area that they just had intercourse at. I am a bit slow in the head, but God, I ain't gonna lie, bro, that's sick. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that, because I ain't gonna lie, my head hurts. I don't like any of the Call of Duty games.
Mods, crush the skull, thank you.
This might be the most L take in history. You mean to tell me you don't like any Call of Duty games? Now listen, I shouldn't be one to talk, alright? The first Call of Duty that I, my personal self owned, like not one that I played at somebody else's house, the first one I owned was Call of Duty Ghosts. A very hated game in the series by many people, but I love that game, and that game is ass. However, to say you don't like any Call of Duty games, and this was somebody from 11 years ago, meaning they had to have witnessed some type. You witnessed the prime of Call of Duty. 11 years ago was 2013. Are you fucking crazy? I sit down to pee. I'm a man. What's wrong with that? I do that. I sit down and pee. Is that an issue? Is that not okay? Is that not cool? I think it's fine. I slept with someone's husband. Ah, man, I can't even speak on that, bro. That's just... I farted and my date was repulsed by how pungent it was. So I blamed it on a mentally ill disabled woman. I mean a mentally disabled woman who was sitting in the hospital room with us. The woman acknowledged that she heard me and disapproved, but I took advantage of her inability to talk and was like, whoa, wowzers. I mean, some people, my God, that's a deadly one. While fanning the smell towards the accused. It's things like this that make me lose faith in society, bro. Cause that was crazy, man. You took advantage of a disabled woman saying she farted. I mean, it's not bad that you said that she farted, but then the fact that you took advantage of her, you knew she couldn't talk. You knew she was disabled, and you still did what you did. That's fucked up, bro. Out of my group of friends, I have slept with 2 of their wives. One while married, one engaged. Alcohol makes me do stupid things. Now, I feel like this has to be the back door. Any man that could go behind your back as your friend and have intercourse relations with your wife or your girlfriend or your fiance, they cannot be trusted and they must be eliminated from society. I feel like I can't say certain words. You know what I'm saying, watch my tongue, but you know what I want to say. I'm gonna cut that all out because I know that might just actually kill me. I might get cooked if I put that in the video. Essentially, they gotta get dealt with, you feel me? But with that being stated, that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. The first video was way better than this one, but of course, it just had to have no audio, man, because I had to re-record this. I hope I did not bring that up at the start of this recording. But with that being stated, I'm out, bruh. Peace.